too.
I forgot your name. Ooh, and I talk to you most. That's sad.
Natural.
Oh, this is a cool room, Jeff.
Yes, it is.
I like it a lot.
I like the walls.
Uh-huh.
I bet you had fun painting this room,
No,
didn't you?
Pierre did. Raquel's dad.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. This was his room. I think it's funky.
Yeah, you couldn't go wrong. I mean, with the choice of colors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Lois, do you want to look through here and tell me, is that pretty much like what you saw in your mind?
Oh yeah, it could even get tighter
A little
with
closer?
the
We can go closer.
You know, not even a hint.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and get to the point that you know I need a retouch.
Okay, the only thing with being this tight is that if you become very animated while you talk and start moving, then you'll leave the frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're going to be very stoic and stationary like that. Okay, this is what we call the ECU, extreme close up.
What do you think? Should we pull back some with that? What do you think?
Well,
just a tad, because I wanted the dramatic effect when you.
Yeah, see, because you're leaning a little bit forward now, but as you get talking, you may rock back a little bit.
I do.
I move. Okay. Well, I'm gonna come up just a little bit.
I'm a mover and a shaker.
All right.
Are we having fun or what?
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is so cool.
Okay.
Wow, it's coming up so fast.
Now you and I having conversation, just like we've always had.
Oh yeah.
This is just between us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Groovy, baby.
Okay, make sure when you. How's that look?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, now step clear of the light over here, which is gonna light the other side of the face, and we have this.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I know,
as long as I'm not, and I don't have a shadow going back there either.
Snag the nail. Oh, it's over.
Okay, we have a teeny bit of shadow, but that's okay. It's a little bit natural.
Okay, we'll take this interview over. She would just be great.
Okay.
What?
Look at me. Okay. Let me just recheck my focus real quick. There, that is totally focused. Okay, tape's rolling. We have speed. At your leisure, you may commence.
Okay, tell us what your life was like before becoming a caregiver for your mother.
Oh, let's see. My life, I was very athletic. I jogged in the mornings with my animals. I have 5. Toy poodle, Tuffy. Black and white domestic named Patches. I have a lynx cat named Lynx. I have a Russian blue named Yana. Oh, by the way, Tuffy's the male, Patches the female, Lynx is the male, Yana's a female, and I have a cockatiel named Latifah. She's a female. She didn't go jogging with me because I didn't never tied her on a string like a kite. I was thinking about inventing something like that. Anyway, so I was a jogger, and I was cheerleading mascot. I still know my cheers. Here we go. The blue and the white are here to say hello to you in a special way. All right, okay. And let's see, shoot. I make collages. I love visiting the hospital. I make gifts, and I go to this store called well, I don't know if I can say the name, but I'm going to the Shop Vac. No, the Vac Shop. Excuse me. And it's located on 1st Avenue, 1st and Lucille. And what they do is they give out free Bibles. And what I do is I go inside the store and talk to the manager, and I get the free Bibles, and I take them to the hospitals and deliver them. So basically, I was always a caregiver before I even really became a caregiver.
That's good?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Can we get just a little more? Okay, yeah, just give it a little bit more.
I'm going to try to dolly this around a little bit.
The meat. See the meat? Oh, my thing! I need my...
You need your little hat?
Yeah, your little pen.
Yeah.
Well, you want it? What do you want?
Oh,
It's
this-
on the 30.
right here.
Yeah. No, it's on the other side. You have to take that. Yeah, just pull that up.
Okay, stand by. At your leisure.
There's so much I've done before
Hang
I
on a
became.
second. When I say at your leisure, count, give yourself 2 seconds to begin.
Oh.
So, at your leisure means at your leisure after 2 seconds.
Oh.
Okay, at your leisure.
Okay, well, there's so much I've done before I became a caregiver for my mother. I did a lot of housework, a lot of reconstruction on homes, my own home to be exact. I have been an aerobics instructor for for co-ed gym.
Okay, we can just roll tape and you can ask her questions
Okay.
that you like.
Okay.
Again, give a second or two of silence before you reply so that when we're queuing up the tape and the editing that we can have a little bit of
Okay.
space, a little grace.
Okay. Now we're going to move into. I'm going to ask you to tell us what led to your decision to become your mother's caretaker, and this is where you talk about I volunteered because I had never done anything like this before, but I moved out of my apartment 2 years ago and began a new life, and that's when began a new life. We cut to 11.
I can't remember 11.
11 is pull back,
And
focusing
that
on the dramatic shot.
Okay, okay, I'll pull back as much as I can get here. There should be a little room. We'll be able to see probably the wreath and stuff at least. But it won't be like a panorama.
Okay, but we can pan later.
Yeah, we can
Right,
come back
okay,
and do
cool,
that and drop
okay.
it in.
Okay.
Okay. What was the question?
What led to your decision to become your mother's caretaker?
Oh, shoot. Let's see. 2 years ago, I had my own apartment. And my mother and I, being born on her birthday, we're not really that close. And, well, she was in need of care. And I volunteered. I said, well, shoot, I'll do it. And plus, it allowed me to save money. I always wanted a house. And since I'm not able to build a house at this moment, which I do in a glass house, I decided, well, I need to save money. So I'll move back in with Mom, not knowing exactly what God had in store for me, which was to be still and to learn to be patient. And what's coming up now is the donation of my kidney for my mother. So being a caregiver, it was already planned. I'm just glad I listened to my Holy Spirit to be guided here.
Okay, do you want to try it one more time? Just,
Maybe we want to talk about you've never done this before, and talk about how you began a new life when you did this.
Oh, yes, without a doubt.
I know.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, well, prior to me moving out of my home to save money for a house, I have never been a caregiver before. And this has opened a whole new life for me. And definitely a new beginning, a new way of living that I never expected. And I'm just glad it's almost coming to an end. This experience, I'm glad I've got the chance to face this experience of my new life, living with a kidney patient who is in need of a kidney, has allowed me to see myself and my life from my past to my present. And it's going to allow me to, it has allowed me to look towards my future, what I don't want, what I can't have, what I refuse to have, and what I will respect myself into giving myself. Because I have forgiven myself big time. And this is just, it's overwhelming. I don't know how to put into detail at this moment. But we're going to get to that. That's part of my new life, is becoming in detail of who I am and what I'm supposed to do and where I'm supposed to be. And just bringing closure to things that have really nothing to do with me. Actually. But yeah, I recommend this to anyone who does not have any kind of who needs closure in a family situation, because we are all needed in each other's lives for one reason or another. There's some kind of therapy going on, some kind of medical something going on that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be confronted, and it needs to be resolved. And this is mine. This is mine.
Okay. Have a good close up. Hang on one second though. Okay, I got a full facial close up of you, so if you tilt your head much or tilt back, you'll kind of.
I will be still.
You'll disappear. Okay, now.
Ooh.
You're ready to rotate. Alright, we are rolling at your leisure. Let's let that car go by. Okay. Okay, this is good. Action. Go ahead.
You forgot while you're doing this, donating my kidney seemed like the natural progression of things. I just can't remain so close to her and see nothing but endless suffering. Donating my kidney to my mother will free us both from pain.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Coming to donating my kidney came about when.
Start over on that one.
Okay, thank you.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, that might help. Okay. Okay, tape's rolling at your leisure.
I'm donating my kidney to my mother because she needs it. First of all. And second of all, it's for me. She's given me and my 2 older sisters and a younger 6-foot brother all of her life. No one was around when she gave birth to all 4 of us kids. She did it all by herself. She raised us 4. And it's just time for me, I believe, to give back. And I have given her a lot of material things. I even tried to give her my heart, but that wasn't good. So I started giving her material things, and then that doesn't work out too well. So I said, well, you know what? I'm getting tired because I cannot live her life for her anymore, and I cannot be the man in her life or whatever I think she needs, the void in her life, because it's not my job, although I always thought it was. So then, it got to the point where me moving in with her and hearing her pain at the room at the end of the hall, which is where she has her pain, I really got discouraged and tired and angry and frustrated. And I said, you know what is the problem? What do you need? And, she needed a kidney. Being on a dialysis machine, come on. That was self-explanatory, right? Wrong, because we had no communication. Therefore, there was no understanding, no realization. So, me being humbling myself before God, I allowed Him to tell me what I needed to see, because I wasn't listening. So, I said, well then shoot, I'll just give you my kidney then. And she goes, no. And I said, look, man, we go through all these battles of what you need and whatever I can get for you. It's never good enough. I said, I'm tired. I need to make peace with this. In our relationship, we need to start one. And one way to do that is to give back what you give me. Because I can't keep it. It's not mine. Anyway, so, how this came about was she needed a kidney, so here I am. And I knew I was the one to give it to her. Shoot, I just know. So I'm able to give it to her, and I'm giving it to her on the 10th of this month, 12th day, 99th year, and the time should be 6 a.m. at Virginia Mason Hospital, located at 1100 9th Avenue South.
Okay, tape's rolling. At your leisure, you may proceed.
I believe that me donating my kidney to my mother will get rid of a lot of pain for her. She is she's really unhealthy, and I believe I can give my body parts to her that will correct a lot of that unhealthiness, and also will give her a good start to start being healthy, being good to herself, and because I know I've been good to myself, I've been very blessed, and I don't remember my line.
That's okay.
Is that sound coming up from the TV?
That might be something. I'm not hearing it in the headphones, but it might
okay.
be a good idea to kill it.
Okay.
Let's pause from. Okay, if you can just kind of stay in that little zone. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, we have speed. At your leisure, you may begin.
Yeah, I feel donating my kidney to my mother, it would definitely bring release a lot of anxiety out of me, because I am so eager to help, and I overhelp, and I'm really not helping at all in a lot of situations. And I'm admitting it for the first time, and I really feel good. I really do. I was really tired of hearing my mom in frustration. She wouldn't allow us to really see it. She'd always be in that room, locked up, closed up, and I'd always hear it. So I'd start drinking. You know, I was drinking. I liked to drink. I liked it a lot. And I started smoking. I did a lot of smoking. And I liked that a lot. Well, it became a problem when I started loving it, because it would drown out the anger of hearing the noise at the end of the room at the hall. And well, then it became that, you know, I really need to take care of this, because eventually the sound's going to get worse, and then my problems are going to get worse with my drinking and smoking. So I had to make a decision. I said, well, we're both in pain, but we're both not talking about it. So I believe also that just giving my kidney to my mother will ease a lot of pain that we both have had, because I have to first get well. I had to quit the drinking, quit the smoking, so that I'm healthy enough to give my kidney to my mother. And then in turn, me giving a healthy kidney to her, then she can get healthy. And then that eliminates some of the negative pain that's going on in her. Right? Right. So I know for a fact that what I'm doing is going to help both of us get rid of and ease a whole lot of unnecessary pain that's in our lives right now. But you know, the closer we come to the date, the less the pain is. It's amazing, because I'm allowing myself to continue to stay healthy even after the transplant, because I like the way that I'm feeling, the obstacles I'm confronting, making them into stepping stones. I like where I'm headed. I like the path that I'm taking. And you know, I already let her know, you know, after this, I'm cutting away. And you know, I didn't say it where she can't follow, because I'm not a leader for anyone. I always thought I was. No, I am. You know, hey, it's who I am. I'm a leader. But you know, I was always misled, and so I was always misleading. But this time, I know for myself, I'm in the right direction. I'm doing the right thing, and I'm gonna have a wonderful outcome. That'd be different. I'm gonna say, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's like, I still gotta go through the operation.
Focus.
Please. Yeah, and you guys gotta be in my room when I wake up. I might have a lot to say. I'm going to say, hey, I felt everything.
I don't know about that 6
I
a.m.
won't.
thing, though. The operation starts at 6 a.m., huh?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Well, I think with the be there. I think everything's in that transplant book. That's the new stuff.
Okay, this is a good shot. I like this.
Anxiety.
Okay, tape. Stand by. Okay, tape's rolling. At your leisure, you may proceed.
Groovy.
Hang on a minute.
First, the
Got an airplane.
That's just.
Okay. You may proceed.
Life when it's over.
Life for me when this is complete. Wow. The ultimate. I can visualize myself and my animals living in the wilderness in a manufactured home. And, wow, coming into town just to be seen when I want to be seen, and being totally in peace, total serenity, totally opposite from where I am now. When I rest, the whole house, the whole home rests. No one's stirring around, on one accord. Total peace, total serenity, total isolation. But not in a negative way, but in a way where I have a place where I can praise the Lord the way He needs to be praised. I feel, wow, it's unbelievable. By the way, I know they're going to take out 2 of my ribs. I plan to keep them. That's going to be so cool. Anyway, so, and then I also feel that I will be able to focus more on the damage I have done in my life and in my mom's life and in her home. I can always make amends for that and ask for forgiveness and apologize from my heart and make peace with myself, having done that. And then I can start rebuilding on this house. The mistakes that I made in this home, cast out all those demons, and that's what's happening right now. All the little demons that are inside me from whatever, whenever, and whyever are going to disappear. Totally gone, because right now I'm being challenged every moment of the day as this date comes closer to get rid of this burden that's inside me. And it's just going to be so awesome. In fact, what's going to happen with my life when my new life, after this new life is complete, I have no idea. I really don't. I just know that it's going to be awesome beyond what I ever could imagine. And I'm going to welcome it. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to feel like, oh my goodness, if only Mom was here. You know, I wish you could see this. It's not going to be that way. It's going to be, I'm going here. Would you like to go? It's going to be about Paula Mita Woods. About my birth name. I was born on my mother's birthday. Paula Mita Woods was my birth name given to me by my auntie Sadie Watley. Rest in peace, bless her heart. She's the only one who always told me, go girl, only you can get away with this. And Paula is the inner kid in me. It's the child in me. Mita is the one who said, girl, you don't have to go do this. You don't need to do that. And Woods is my last name, my daddy's name. I was raised by my dad, my uncle, and my brother. So I have all 3 in me. Look, 3. And there's something about this. And, girl, you know who you are. You know what it means. And so Paula's the one who says, girl, we need to write a book about this. Listen to all this pain that you're putting on yourself and that your mom's going through. You're not helping her. It's your fault that she's like this. From being a runaway at the age of 16 and Mom holding her anger and frustration and, body shuts down and she's not listening to her body, being a strong superwoman, and body will speak louder than your words. And so, yeah, I believe that I have a lot to do with this, what's going on. However, Paula says, yeah, well, we're going to write a book. You know, your story needs to be heard. And we're going to call it The Room at the End of the Hall. And then Mita says, girl, please, we ain't got time for that. We got to go, go, go. You need to just put it on tape. We got to keep moving, girl. We got things to do. And then Wood says, well, why don't you both do it together? Because there was either Paula or it was either Mita. We both have never really communicated or became one. So what's happening right now is Paula, Mita, Woods is working together. 3. Got it? See, everything works in 3s. It's a before, during, and after. It's only the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. There's only 3 of everything. Anyway, so what I'm getting at is we're going to do all 3. We're going to write the book. We're going to do the documentary. And we're going to take it to the highest level. The level that I haven't even made it to yet. That I'm on my way with the assistance of Lois Watkins and Jeff Sloan. I mean, God has put these 2 people in my life, in our lives, and I mean, look at that. Where'd that come from? And that wasn't even planned. I mean, please, this is something that's beyond my. This is something that I knew could be, because I knew what I always wanted, even as a kid. I used to love television. I used to love commercials. My favorite commercial was Jodie Heatherton's Serta. Boy, I used to love that commercial. And I always said, one day I'm going to be in a commercial. Well, I got that dream. I got to do a commercial. And it's a blessing. Now it's time for me to be in a movie. I mean, and now it's time for, you know, everything I think is a time for, it's going to happen, but God prepares me for it. So I said, okay, well, now I need to make peace with my mom. Okay. And I need to do that, even if it doesn't come back in return. I need to do it and then make peace with myself, because I can always give peace and then I always expect something in return. But why don't you say thank you? Or, you know, but it's not like that. What it is I give and I set it free. I let go and set it free. And then I can be free, and then I can forgive myself and say, you did well. It's okay. Be good. Be good to yourself. And it's like, cool. So what I'm doing is, after this is done, complete, it's just going to be the beginning, because, I mean, somebody else might need something else. And if I have it, you know, I'm going to go ahead and give it. And, you know, and I'm learning to accept that I'm not perfect, but just me being able is the word. No longer perfect, but being able to say, okay, wow, you know, this person needs this. But I'm not going to be without myself anymore. I would just give and not even think about how am I getting home. Or, excuse me, and that's how I started jogging. Because I put myself in situations that I had no other way to get home. And I was so tough and so big, I wouldn't ask nobody for nothing. I assumed, well, shoot, you know, you can ask me. But then I learned closed mouth don't get fed. Anyway, so I started jogging because I'd be in situations where it's in the middle of the night, and it's dark, and I'm so tough and so big and bad that I already burnt that bridge over there, so I can't ask for nothing. So I started running and singing in the middle of the night, singing really loud so people would hear me, and it became an art. You know, I became really good at it. So I'm looking at things that I've always done in the past, and then in the present, that I'm going to take with me in the future when this is completed. Because just because I can speak, okay, the Lord blessed me to get out of situations when I was running the streets, right? So now I want to do it to glorify God, to speak from my heart and not my mind, and to be clear and what I'm saying. Because let me tell you, this morning I was thinking about going to church, and I remember in my vision I went down to the front of the sanctuary and I introduced Lois Watkins. If I can't say her name, please forgive me, but she's such an angel, so hey, she's somebody that needs to be known. And I introduced Lois Watkins to the congregation. Excuse me, but I'm getting over a cold, which is another good story I'm going to get to. And I went down to the sanctuary and introduced Lois Watkins. And what I did was, it was like a front and center. My mind was front and center stage. Like, yeah, we're going to do this. And we're all that because I'm looking around at all these people who told me I wasn't going to amount to nothing, that I ain't going to be about nothing. But look at me now. And at that point in time, I was thinking that I had a curling iron in my hand. Girl, and the curling iron dropped on my upper lip. I was saying, oh man, that was cruel. But then I thought about it. See, because what I think, if it's not correct, I'm going to get known about it. You know, I'm going to get singed. The Lord going to say, hey, stop, hold up. And see, that's why I'm learning to stop and hold up before I hurt myself. Okay, you know what I mean? So I'm learning to speak from my heart. And, shoot, I was cracking up. I burnt the mess out my lip. Okay, I'm done. That was just terrible. I got off the subject, but that was funny.
I don't think she's warmed up.
I did. I burnt my lip up, you guys. It still kind of hurt. But that's what I get.